Hey football fans, Steve here with this week's college football forecast.
This weekend, number 3 Michigan will host number 2 Ohio State, while Iowa State will head on the road to visit number 19 Kansas State in Manhattan. Taking a look at the weather map here on Saturday morning, a broad area of cold high pressure will settle in across much of the central and eastern parts of the country, across much of the Great Lakes, and especially here across much of the Central Plains. We do expect a storm system to develop here out over the Four Corners region and move into the central part of the country. Plenty of overrunning of Pacific moisture headed into the high plains and eventually moving into the central plains there later in the day on Saturday. With cold temperatures at or below freezing across much of the country's midsection, we'll start to see some winter precipitation developing here, especially across Kansas. And moving ahead to Saturday evening, our focus stays here across the central part of the country. Plenty of wintry weather here ongoing as the storm system pushes east across the central plains, and it appears we will see high chances for snow, accumulating snow that is, across much of northern and central Kansas throughout much of the afternoon and throughout the evening, becoming a significant impact here to the Iowa State versus Kansas State game in Manhattan. So for your game day forecast, starting with number 2 Ohio State versus number 3 Michigan, going to be a cold day there in Ann Arbor, but otherwise not too bad. High temperature of about 36 degrees there during the afternoon. 12 p.m. kickoff temperature right there at 32 degrees at freezing. So we're going to go with medium for cold because it's just going to be cold conditions, cold bleachers, cold everything. But probably just another typical day, another typical game here for Michigan versus Ohio State. For Iowa State versus number 19 Kansas State, different story there. High temperatures only going to be reaching about 30 degrees there during the day. 7 p.m. kickoff temperature of about 28 degrees. Going to go with high for snow, as 1 to 2 inches of snow are likely there, especially throughout the afternoon and throughout the evening. Could be mixing with a little bit of rain there near the end. Either way, it's going to be wet, sloppy, and snowy conditions there throughout much of the evening. If you're driving, please give yourself extra time. Take your time driving through the snow, and of course, please dress warmly because it's going to be medium to high for cold. Please prepare properly there, as it's going to be pretty unpleasant conditions there throughout the game.
As always, any weather reports or feedback are welcome, so if you're going to be attending the game tomorrow or just happen to be in the local area, please feel free to share any pictures or video that you have of the weather conditions around there. Have fun, stay safe, go blue, and go Cyclones!